Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today's class will focus on shoulder mobility as well as breath work. So with that said, let's go ahead. We'll get started lying on the back. I've done this intro like 4 times, so I can't remember if I've introduced myself. My name is Hannah. Thanks for being here. Let's get started with the feet wide to the edges of the mat, the knees knocking in towards each other. One hand to the low belly and one hand to the chest. Close the eyes down. Find a little tuck of the chin here, just to really lengthen through the spine. And then as you breathe in, fill up through the belly, through the ribs, and through the chest. And then as you breathe out, lower down through the chest, through the ribs, and then the low belly. Breath in, fill up from the bottom to the middle, to the top. Breathe out from the top, down through the middle, and to the bottom. Let's do this one more time on your own. Breath in. And out. And then just allow your breath to flow naturally here. See if you can pay so much attention to each inhale and each exhale that you start to notice that little pause in between each breath. When the mind wanders to thoughts of the past, of the future, or just any ruminations, we acknowledge it. That's the thinking mind doing what it does, right? So we acknowledge it and then come back to the breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the nose. This is our anchor into each moment. With your next inhale, we'll find a little movement. Wiggle through the fingers. You can curl and uncurl the toes, clench and unclench the hands. Blink the eyes open. And bring both knees into the chest. Find that tuck of the chin again. Take an inhale, pull in. And then as you exhale, let both knees drop to one side. Just gonna take a twist, opposite arm goes to the other side and the gaze follows. With your next breath in, we'll take it back up through center and over to the other side. I'm working in tight quarters here. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Great. From here, take both knees back into the chest. And let's find a happy baby. Knees hug in towards the armpits. And then the hands can come to the backs of the thighs, the ankles, or the pinky edge sides of the feet. Try to keep the low back pressing towards the mat. And we'll sway side to side, feeling the muscles along the spine, get a little massage. Sweet inhales. Soft exhales. Lovely. Eventually allow both knees to fall to one side, and we're just going to find a fetal position here. Pause. And just thank yourself for making it this far into the video. It's like 2 minutes of practice. I think the first 2 minutes of getting on the mat are usually the hardest. Great. With the help of your hands, press yourself up And then let's just meet in a cross-legged position. And if this isn't accessible, you can take the legs long or slide a block underneath the sit bones. Okay, wherever you are, just start to ground down, aware of the surface beneath you. Allow the arms to be at the side. Take a breath in, circle the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze and breathe out. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Let's do that 2 more times. Breath movement, inhale. And exhale. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, with your next inhale, circle, sweep, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, take the hands down to heart center. Pause, press the hands together. Breathe in. Breathe out, interlace the fingers. Press the palms away and tuck the chin. Go ahead, release the hands down to the knees. Meeting in a tall spine. From here, we're gonna let the left ear fall towards the left shoulder. And then start to bring the chin in towards the chest. And then the right ear towards the right shoulder. And you can continue in this way, going through a half circle. This is what I'm gonna do. If you want to take a full circle, you certainly may. Remembering to breathe in and breathe out, especially if you find a tight, sticky spot, you can pause there for deeper breaths. And then when the mind wanders, just notice, inhale and exhale. This is our practice. The movement is just extra. Breathe in. Great, we'll bring the head all the way back up through center. That always feels so good. Circle sweep, inhale, sweep up. And then exhale, take a twist over to the right. The left hand comes on the right knee. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, twist. Gaze over the back shoulder. Allow your next breath in to bring you all the way back up to center. Look up, sweep up. Exhale over to the other side. Breathing in and breathing out. Awesome. Go ahead, inhale, sweep both arms all the way up. Really take your time. Exhale, hands come all the way down through heart. Once again, let's separate the knees so that we come into a wide-legged position on the mat. Yes. I wonder if it's going to drive people crazy that my hair is going to be in my face, but I have a hair tie. Go ahead, inhale, sweep the arms, look up. Exhale, side body stretch over to the right. So the right forearm comes down to the thigh, the left arm reaches up and over. Yes. Really glue that left sit bone down to the mat. And then you have the option to take this forearm in front of the leg. Breathe in to reach long. And then with your exhale, you're gonna find a big circle with this top arm. I'm gonna do as big as I can in my corner here. Sweet inhales. Slow exhale. One more breath in. Breath out. And then switch the direction of your circle. Once again, make sure that left sit bone stays on the mat. Great. With your next inhale, let's reach both arms high. And then exhale, take the hands down through heart. Release the hands in front of you. Just take a moment to pause. Notice the difference between the right and left side body. Great. With your next breath in, reach up, look up. Exhale, take the left forearm down. I'm laughing because I have to burp a little bit. Inhale, reach the arm high. Exhale, soften here. Sit bones glued down. Try to breathe in and out through the nose. I think most of the cues yoga instructors give, we just give because we notice we're not doing it. Let's find a big circle with the top arm. And go ahead, switch the direction. With your next breath in, reach both arms all the way up. Look up, really get the ribs off of the hips. And then with your exhale, hands down through heart. Flex the toes so that the knees and toes point upwards. And we're just going to walk the hands forward. Shoulders stay away from the ears. Option to bow the head. Chin comes towards chest. Neck stays long. And then if you want to find a little movement in the neck, you can take the chin towards the left shoulder. And then down and over towards the right shoulder. Great. With an inhale, walk the hands all the way back up to center. Let's take both legs up towards the top of the mat. Readjust here. Already feeling so much more space in the shoulders. Let's take a big bend of the knees here. And again, toes pointing upwards. Ground down through the sit bones. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, fold towards the toes. Let the belly rest on the lap. And then again, option for the head to go heavy. We'll be here for about 3 rounds of breath. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. Great. Go ahead, make your way on up, and then we are going to take the fingertips to face behind us, scooch the hips forwards, and then really start to puff up through the chest, finding that the movement of the inner arms going forward so that the elbow crease starts to point towards the top of the mat. That lift, that external rotation of the shoulders. I feel this in my inner arms and pectoral muscles. Squeeze the shoulder blades down the back. Take one more big sip of air in. And then exhale, walk yourself all the way up. Fish pose. The palms of the hands come down onto the mat. And the elbows come behind the wrists, underneath the shoulders. Yeah. And then go ahead, tuck the tailbone down towards the heels so that this lift is really coming from the upper body, the thoracic spine. Inhale, press through the hands, lift the heart. Feel safe in your neck. You can let the head go heavy behind you. One more big breath in through the nose. And exhale, slowly make your way all the way up, and we are gonna roll all the way down onto the belly. No rush getting there. And then eventually finding a position with the hands stacked, forehead resting. And then we'll bend the knees and windshield wiper side to side. From here, I didn't have a lot of room to windshield wiper, but hope you guys did. We'll take the right hand underneath the shoulder. This is gonna sound a little complicated, and we're gonna bend into the right knee. So the left leg is long, the right knee is bent, right hand under the shoulder, the left arm is gonna go long to a T. Palm facing downwards, yes. So you might already start to feel a little bit of a stretch on the left inner arm. To intensify this, we press through this left hand, the right hand, I'm mirroring you guys, to rotate onto the left shoulder, and the right foot finds the ground behind you. And you have the option to rest the left ear down. You can make this even more intense by spider tipping the left hand on the ground, or reaching this right arm up and back, letting the palm face the ceiling. And just pausing in a spot where you can deepen the breath. If the breath is shallow, back off a bit. 3 more cycles. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. 2 more breaths. Let's go ahead, come back through center. And we'll take this over to the other side. Right arm long, left knee bends. Soften the muscles of the face. And then you have the option to take the left arm up and over. One more big inhale. And exhale. Come back through center. Let's press ourselves into a tabletop position. Take a couple rounds of cat and cow. Inhaling, dropping the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, press through the hands, tuck the chin. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. 1 more. Breath in. And then breath out. Great. Let's take puppy pose. So it's similar to child's pose, except that our hips stay over the knees. So let the hips stay over the knees. Walk the hands forward. Pull the low belly in, and then allow the chest to drop down. Take the forehead to the mat to begin. And then if you want to intensify this, take the chin to the mat. one more full breath in. And then breathe out, glide forward to Sphinx pose. So the elbows are underneath the shoulders. The hands are in front of the elbows. Tops of the feet flat on the mat. Shoulders roll down and back. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Again, letting this come from the upper back. No pinching in the low back. You can even press the pubic bone down to lengthen through the low back. Let's take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, we'll make our way all the way back through tabletop and then down to a cross-legged position. And again, and then in your cross-legged position, whatever leg is in front, we're just gonna switch it out, keep things nice and fresh. And then we are going to finish out with one more neck stretch. So go ahead, take the right hand down to the side, the thumb facing forward, the fingertips facing back, and then really find that external rotation of the shoulder. Shoulder blade slides down and in. And then allow the left ear to drop towards the left shoulder. Soften with the breath. And then feel free here to add movement, bringing the chin down and back up. And again, pausing any spot that needs a little extra attention, needs some deep breaths. And we're gonna have plenty of time here, so if you wanna play around, you can do so. We're gonna do something with this left hand, I'm not just waving. We're gonna take the left hand just to add a little weight onto the head, not to pull. Just to gently add weight. Again, remember to lift up through the heart space, shoulders down. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. Come back all the way up through center. And we'll take this right onto the other side. Left hand, find that rotation, find that opening. All right, ear down towards the shoulder. How is the breath? Can you notice how the belly rises as you inhale, and how the muscles of the face want to soften as you exhale. And then you have the option to add the weight of this hand. Breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Great, go ahead, release. You can draw some circles with the wrist. Go ahead, take one more big inhale, circle sweep, reach the arms up, look up. As you exhale, take the hands down through heart center. And then we'll just finish coming back into that meditation, seated, one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. Don't skip this part, guys. Come on. I'm gonna do it. Do it with me. Let's breathe in through the belly, through the ribs, through the chest. Exhale, lower through the heart space, through the ribs, through the little belly. Breathing in through the nose, lift from the bottom to the middle, to the top. Breathing out, lower from the top to the middle, to the bottom. And again. Two more. I really peer pressured you guys into breathing with me. But we come into the breath to let go of the thinking mind, which sometimes tells us, hey, there's better things to do than breathe. We say, oh no, thinking mind, you are just a thought. I'm gonna take some breaths here. Okay, go ahead, release. Take the hands to heart center. The light in me honors, acknowledges, and is the same as the light in you and this light that surrounds us all. Namaste.